Hello, everybody. This is Mhakey here. So here's the thing. Um, it's been a while since I did a League of Legends video. I know, I'm not the most consistent person when it comes to making things on a daily basis. Either that or, I'm just a lazy ass boy. I think whichever you like, I think that's pretty much understandable. But today, I think it's time for a little bit of change of scenery around here. So, how about this? And I'm gonna be trying to do this like daily or something until I can catch on and people start liking it. So, every day of the week, from Mondays to Fridays, I'm gonna give you statistics. And I'm talking about League of Legends statistics. Statistics that has been displayed throughout the season. And what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you absolutely mean? What it means is that I'm going to give you statistics from probably the top four regions: the LCK, the LPL, the LEC, the LCS, and seeking out what's the anomaly or these stats. Why are these stats matter so much? And how are these stats going to be utilized for, international competition? But also, showcasing why these statistics even matter. I mean, sure, playing the game and all this kind of stuff is gonna matter, but when you play a lot of games and then there's some statistics going up, it tends to be important. So today we're gonna do the LCK. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about Mad Lions and their struggles from last year to this year, and is it fixed? And Wednesday, we'll talk about Rogue and their incredible improvement from a two-win team to playoffs again. Thursday, we're probably going to talk about the. I'm trying to find some statistics from the LPL because, my God, the LPL have a lot of matches. So I'm just going to try and find an old stat. Let's just go back to maybe 2019. I think. I think that's a time when FPX won it. So I'm just trying to find some FPX stats from that 2019 season. Yeah, and I think 2019 Doinby, which is really important. So today is LCK, tomorrow's Mad Lions, Rogue, and then FPX Doinby from 2019. That's Thursday. I think Friday, I think LCS is gonna be important. Yeah, LCS is gonna be really important. So okay, um, jeez, that was a bad opening. Really boring opening. Really boring. Okay, so the LCK. Right now, you are looking at some numbers that is involving the LCK. And the one and only that has been like common throughout all of the LCK matches is the appearance of Blue Side. So far, Blue Side has been picked a total of 110 times. 10 times more than the Red Side. There's 121 LCK games being played so far, so you can say that all these statistics are not going to be like, instantly fully displayed like, oh my god, that oh my god, those are just like finished stats. No, there's like, I don't know, 3 more weeks of LC 4 more weeks of LCK action left, so this all my statistics are not going to be finished. This is probably what I've done so far, but throughout 5 weeks so far, it is a total of 121 LCK games this season. And when I meant games, I mean, remember, there's only the LCK is a best of three series, so there's gonna be like 2-0s, 2-1s, those kind of things. So it's 121 games. 110 has been picked by the blue side, and only 11 red. So I broke all of this down by week. For the first week one games, there's only 24, 19 on blue, 5 on red. Blue has won 9 of 19 matches for a total of 47%. Red has won 1 of 4 for 20%. For week two, 23 games, blue has 21, red has 2. Blue has won 7 out of 14, which is 33%. Red has won 1 and lost 1, 50%. Um, week three, which is 23 games, 22 blue, 1 red, no wins on red for only 1 loss, and blue has a 50%. For week four, 26 games, blue 24, red 2, blue at 15, 9, which is 63%, red 50-50 with 1 win and 1 loss. And finally, last week, there have been 24 games being played by blue side, and only one by the red. No wins, 1 loss, 13, 11, 54%. So when you add all of that together, all the records from all the weeks, that is blue has played 110 games for a 50% win rate. Red has been picked only 11 times for a 27% win rate. Now you're asking yourself, how is that happening? How the hell is blue side really, really strong in the LCK? Simple. It's the champions they pick that is important. So I gathered some statistics from the champions. I picked the 5 champions that has been played like 20 times plus over the course of the season so far. And I'm gonna go to descending into ascending order from least to first. So number 5 is Leona on 20 with a 9-11 record on 45%. So I think that's pretty much important. If you go to goal.gg, this is probably one of the best statistical websites you can ever find. Um, let's see. Wait, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, no. Okay, yes. Where is she? Oh, there it is. So far in the LCK, it's 18 and 40, 18 bans, 40 picks for a win rate of almost 48%. And that's oh wait, no, that was presence. 48% of the time she was present in either picks or bans. She's been banned 18 times, 11 on blue, and 20 times on blue. That's 31. That's about 31 times she's been either picked or banned. So yeah, she'd be picked 20 times, and their win rate is like 42.5%. And we all know Leona. Leona is a really really tanky champ to play with. She can use her engage. Her R is pretty much like a AOE stunned. And I think the summoners and items and the most bought item is the Locket of Solari, which is 83%, followed by Ninja Boots are 63%, which are the two most important items to play with. 50%. Um, hmm, Geez, no, sorry, I have no idea about the summoners and everything. I've not played real League of Legends. For the players who play them, it's Kale who played it 8 times for 50%. So he's the most player to play in Leona for 3 or more games. The second is Burrell with 75%, Lian's 100% win rate, and KL 100% win rate, and Vista only ones with 100% win rate, but he's only played a game once. Their weakness are Thresh, Nautilus, and Rakan. All of them like below 43%. Thresh is probably the most at 38%. So you can see that Leona is pretty much a pretty good champion to play with in round the blue side. It's probably more picked up because of the 80 carries they have. I think if you look at them, you see the 80 carries that she plays with. I place the picks that it comes on in green. So her picks are mostly like she plays with the first week of the season with Gen G. They pick with Ziggs. So it's Ziggs and then Varus in 1 week, and then Corky, and then it was Aphelios the next, and then Aphelios, and then it was Israel, and then it was Jin, and then Jinx. So she can play, and then Aphelios. So she can be involved in like more compositions, more and more like compositions. The weirdest that to see is that she plays with Aphelios a lot. And if you look at the whole statistics from the website, the Leaguepedia website, you can see that Leona and Aphelios been picked together. And let's see if I can find it. Once, one, two, two, um, hmm, three, four, four times. They've been picked together four times. So it's Leona and Aphelios being picked four times, which is pretty much important because of the the AOE stuns, and Aphelios is, Moonlight Vigils coming in. I think I think this is probably like the most bot lane support duo being picked by the blue side so far of the LCK. That's pretty much important. Speaking of Aphelios, he's been picked before we get to that. I think it's important that, just because, blue side had the most pick doesn't mean they always win. Let's remember that blue side have won like 50 games, 55 games. But they also lost 55 as well. So that doesn't mean too much. I did not even do my statistics on which team chose blue side and who won. Maybe I should done that. Okay, maybe I should do that now. I should do that now. So let's see the teams who picked blue side the most. Who did blue side most? Okay. So yeah. Um So I'm gonna list the teams that are that's like so T1, they got their first, they picked blue side and won won. Then it was Non-Sham Red Force who won and then lost to lost. That, by the way, this is last week. I'm counting down. Then it was down one Kia who won two and then lost one. Kwangdong Freaks, which was the renamed version of the Freaka Freaks. And I think Kwangdong is probably one of those pharmaceutical companies. They don't sell oxycodones or anything. They're just like medical products as such, traditional stuff. So Kwangdong did red side, blue side twice in the same week, and won and won. Okay, and then you got Breaded Freon, um, won on blue side, and then DRX lost. Now remember, this was DRX. Now remember, this was DRX. This was DRX like losing like 5 rounds and 3 games in a row before they finally won at least what 6 in a row before they lost to Hana Life Esports. So that is pretty impressive for them. Hana Life won, picked blue side and won. Live Sandbox lost. Genji won one. K, um, KT Roster lost both, and then we go here. Damwon lost that lost. Then DRX won, and then Damwon won. Just just checking out the list, right? And then Hana Life lost twice, and Nashim lost twice, and then Live Sandbox won twice. Then Freddy Freon won twice. KT Roster won one. So yeah, I'm going through everything. So sorry about that. I'm just gonna go through everything. Gotta be thorough with everything when it comes to statistics. Um, but anyways, if you like the video, if you want to subscribe and like about the video, please do so. I can bring more statistical anomaly if you want. Just remember, tomorrow will be all about Mad Lions. Okay, let's continue. I think it's so incredible that blue side is pretty much like the main side in this meta right now because of the presence of Jinx and Aphelios, and probably Corki as well, and the Rise. It'll be really interesting how the patch notes come playoff time is going to affect um um pretty much like everything, and how and how it might change the playstyle. I mean, I don't know if it's going to change the playstyle, but trust me, it could. So yeah, let's continue with this. And if you want, and if you notice, I'm not playing the music because some of the music that is gonna be copyrights. No, thank you. I'm gonna do all my research in silence. 4, 3. This is this is a lot of lots of research. So sorry I'm being a little quiet on my end. And this is really fascinating. I mean, I wanted to make a video about it, and I just wanted to be, you know, really fascinated about it. Okay, I think I'm done. Wow, that's a lot of statistics. Lots of them. So, okay, based on how I did, so these are the teams that I played the blue side the most, or the records of the blue teams that played blue side. So what I'm gathering, the team that has done the most is Nosh and Red Forts. 18 games being played on Red blue side, 9 wins and 9 losses, 9-9. That is pretty much the fourth best record for a team that's playing blue side. The third is Breaded Freon on 8-6. Second is Damwon Kia with only 8-4. And no surprise, the team that done the most is T1. 10 wins, 1 loss. And that loss came right here in week 4. So week 4, I think they lost to I think T1 lost to in week 4 to Hana Life Esports right here. And then they won one and then they won one, two, three, 4 games on blue side ever since. So yeah, 4 games on blue side. And fake and in most games it was Faker, Azir, Faker Corky, and then it was Faker Zoe, and then his absolute favorite Faker LeBlanc, which is like Torber really, really strong. So yeah, consider that T1 are the only undefeated team in the LCK. This is probably no surprise that T1 also dominated the blue side as well. 10 wins, 1 loss, which is absolutely amazing. So, Akeem, how can how how does this change the mindset of some players? I think picking size is so important in the meta because the new meta is pretty much more like 80 carry focuses. I mean, I mean, I didn't even count the stats yet of the rest of the champions. Felios have one have 40 picks being played. He has have 40 picks being picked on blue side, 20 wins, 20 loss, 50% win rate, which is wow. Which is absurd, Which is absurd, That is like that's like man, that is 50 40 games being played, 50% that way. Now, the good news of Elios is that he's not the broken champion 200 years kind of guy that he was before. He is like, 52% win rate. That's not horrible, but he's not broken. I think I will not be surprised if Gumiyashi play was. Yeah, 9 games being played, 88% win rate, 6.9 KDA. Oof, that is now that's not bad at KDA. I mean, Gumiyashi is a really good FAOS player. We saw that at Worlds. Gale Force is pretty huge. Bloodthirster, Gold Collector, Dono, Infinity Edge, pretty much important. Really strong items for him. He's going to be eating towers, barons, all those kind of things. I mean, if you get Felios fed, I mean, good luck. Of course, he's not as dominated. If this was like 200 years of Felios, his numbers would have been like into the 60s. But at least 50% is pretty much fair for him. Jinx is the next best champion with a pick rate of 24 times for a 13-11 record. That is 54%. Powder from Arcane is, whew, what can I say, man? I think I watched the LC. I think I watched the LCS game between FlyQuest and 100 Thieves. I think the finish when FlyQuest jinxed the two magnificent rockets. Tugulu was amazing. Tugulu was amazing. Various trapping him in the claw and then won the matchup by that. So that was amazing. Deaconim most 8 games, 9.4 win rate, 75%. That's KDA 9.4, win rate is 75. Um, gun, rapid fire cannon, Infinity Edge, Gale Force, Kraken Slayer, the whole 9 yards, man. That is one strong jinx. Be 24, 26, 48% win rate, 50 picks, only 12 bans. I shoot. I wonder which one's the least banned champion because right now it's been pretty really strong, but I cannot wait for like the new patch notes come in playoff time when everything might change. So we might keep an eye on that. Next is Gwen. 33 times, no, 29 times, 11 and 18 record with 37% win rate. Now, when I saw Gwen being picked, I was thinking, okay, she's got to have like really, really high stats, like into like 50s or something. But surprisingly, it's like 37% win rate. That is more than the win rate that is currently going on. 37% win rate, which is higher than the 35% or 36% approximately win rate overall in the LCK. And of course, you're gonna realize that only one time she only played jungle, and Brodal, 4 games being played, 75% with 2.3, probably the most, winning player. Sword also use it, but of course, there's only used it one time. Um, so many items to choose from. Trust me, I'm sorry that I don't play League as a lot, so I don't know much of the items. You can tell me what they are, and you can explain it to me, nor or the summoners. But when I look at those numbers, I was thinking Gwen could have like 40%. I think the statistics are different for the LPL or something. So yeah, pretty different. And then you got the Blind Monk leads in 33 times being played, 17, 16, 52% win rate, higher than the 50.75, higher than 50.75 with his win rate. And boy, Lee Sin to be playing a lot. Look at this. I'm gonna highlight Lee Sin in green, and then I'm gonna scroll down and let you guys witness how many times Lee Sin having played from last week until week 1. Remember, I highlighted Lee Sin in green. That is a lot. I mean, from I mean, the grace period is that Lee Sin had not been picked from right here week 3 to right here week 2, which is like a long time. I mean, the meta, of course, of course. I think this is pretty much right there around the meta time when Tredemere is big, and so does Jinzhao, and so does Jarvan's, and probably Gragas or something, or Trundle most times. So yeah, for that period, it was kind of cold spell. I mean, started off hot for Lee Sin, getting picked pretty much first pick like Lee Sin every time, being first pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times earlier on in the week. And then he was kind of cold, and then he was second pick like 2 times, 3 times, and then gone cold. And then he was second pick, third pick, second pick, second pick, second pick, second pick, first pick, second pick, second pick, second pick, second pick, first pick, first pick, first pick, second pick, second pick, second pick, second pick, first pick, first pick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7 times. 7 times he was picked first since week 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times being picked second pick in the LCK. That's a lot. I mean, he was picked like first pick earlier on in the week, but then the meta changed, and then now he's still good, but he's only got second pick, which is pretty insane. He's got third pick a few times, but yeah, I mean, Lee Sin is amazing. You got Gore Mercury Boots, Ninja Boots. You got Death Blade. So I mean, Owner was amazing. 6 games being played, 83%. Cannon only played 4 times. He have never lost on Lee Sin. 4 times he played, but whew, I mean, that is like pretty insane numbers. And even topside, you only played like 7 games in topside, only 57.1% win rate. That's pretty much bad. Pretty much not bad. I mean, I of course combine the stats. I didn't even look at what she did in the jungle and mostly like the overall stats, but it's also fine as well. Yeah. So these are the statistical anomalies of the LCK so far this week, and it's the LCK Blue Dish Special. And we just look at all the stats that why the LCK is more like a blue side league right now. In the other things like the LEC, the LPL, and the LCS, of course. The LEC is almost finishing their regular season. The LCK is like halfway there. The LPL is like almost finishing, and the LCS is just getting started. Of course, it's probably reaching the halfway point. So yeah, I mean, remember these statistics are not finished. There's still a lot of games to go, and of course, I'm gonna keep an eye on it to see a lot of blue side pick before the end of the season, and then we're gonna have a full analysis to see if blue side in the playoff patch is gonna be so important for who can become LCK champion. And you know that is so important. That will be so important. How coaches analyze which side is important. How will the players know? Like, oh, should we pick blue side because of failures and Jinx are pretty OP, and so do the Lee Sin, or should we go red side and find a way to counter these champions or ban away them so we can have a chance to win. And right now, red is pretty much not looking good. I mean, things might change over the next couple of weeks, but right now it's pretty much like a blue wave of domination around the LCK. I don't know the way the meta is shaped up right now. I don't think it change anytime soon. So, anyways, thank you for watching this video. I don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you later. Be legendary, everybody. Good night.